Hello friend, welcome to EasyArts47. As the Christmas is coming, I am going to illustrate this dolphin in Disney style, and it will be comprehensive video about which is about 30 minutes long. I have once again used the grid method in A4 Brusto size 200 GSM, and I have also used the oil pastel color. I have see what I am doing. I have given the grading or the labeling, as you can say, from vertical, that is from left to right, is the alphabet, and from vertical numbering, and horizontally the alphabet means from left to right. I have given the ABCD, the alphabet, and from up to down I have given the number, and I have divided this into 1.5 centimeter and according to it. And now I am drawing the dolphin with the help of grid, and I use only the grid for the kind of the beginning outline. Rest I have created this using the observation. As you can see, I am free flowing my hand, as I am not looking much at this, and as this is the real time, so you will get to know that what I am doing and what I am thinking. Let me tell you that I am just looking at the reference and drawing totally by observation, and it's the main thing to do, because when you are so much into detail, you so much into calculation, you lost observation. Though I know that it is not maybe looking as the dolphin right now, but when you see, when I complete the one side of the means right side of the body, and when I do the left side, which is visible to us, you will see that how it will take the shape of the body. And now I am making the inner line, and the inner line is totally through observation. I have used the grid method, but I am not at all using the grid. I am totally following the motion of the hand, and here I am making the wing, which is in very forced perspective, and it is looking like that it has come out of the body. So for this only kind of detail I use the grid method, because sometimes it is very difficult to do at such an angle. And as you can see, I have not moved the paper till yet, and you see how I am doing the left side, which is at coming toward at us, and the dolphin is in the swim position, and it has got very gesture to it. Now as you see, I have drawn the kind of face or the mask, and now I am coming to the lip, and this I have used the grid method, because the dolphin lip, or you say the mouth part, is so cute that I don't want to make any mistake in it, and it has very much curve in it. So to maintain that curve and the flow, I have to once again use the grid method, and as you can see, I have completed it. And now I will make the lower jaw, and the lower jaw is also according to the size. And when you have bigger mouth and kind of smaller lips and the body, it will make the thing look better and cute. Now you will be thinking that this is not, and it look funny, but wait for few minutes. When I will join this, you will come to know the shape of it. And I am looking at my system and doing this, and I am doing the tail fin now. And as the tail fin, it is kind of rectangular, but the rectangular is also at an angle, so I have to use the grid. And I am telling the repeated time that I use the grid, and also use the freehand method, as this wing is toward downwards. So I use this method, as I don't want to make it look like it is externally attached to it, like the body suit, but it is the part of the body. So I have to be very careful in making some of the wings, as it is the natural, and it has to be look good. And see, as you the body of dolphin has came into shape. Now I am making the eyes, and for the eyes, once again I am using the reference, because I should also look like that it has came out from the body itself, not attached to it as goggles. And here I am making the head, and the head has a special design, so I am making that. And it, see how I am making the eyes and the eyebrows, and the eyes has to be look like the one which is as the internal organ of the body, and not just as the someone goggles attached to it. So I am making the eyes and the eyebrow, and the eyebrow is also very funniest in this illustration. And as I am making the another eye, I am totally counting upon the grid, as it is not the human eye that one eye distance we can make. So as the face is moving on the water and has the curve in it, so I have to make the eyes accordingly. And now I am making the brow, and with that I will proceed further to make the pattern or scale in the body. And as you can see, I am making the eyelashes as the illustration has one. I don't know if the actual dolphin has the eyelashes, but when you draw in the, say, the child type illustration, or to make it cute, you give the eyebrow and the eyelashes. And now I am making the pattern, and the pattern is just the simple shape. I am using the random shape to make the pattern, and I am not following anything, because in nature, when we get something, it's not everything is perfect, but sometimes the imperfect shape makes the thing look much better. And As you can see, I am now making the extra details of water as the splashes, and now I am using just playing with the random shape, and this shape I will not color it but just use it like this only, and I will use only to color the fish and the dolphin, which is a kind of the fish family. As here you can see, I have started with the pink, and I have used two main color in this, the pink and the purple or the violet, and this two makes the magenta, which is when I think of the illustration color, I could only think of the bright colors which are most attractive, and so just I am applying the color as firstly I used to do only the pencil or the pen outline, but as I have many good friend and the artist which I inspired from is the Antra Art Cafe, Yen Draws, and Lina Park Art. Though I have many group of artist friend, but I took the name of these because these are the one like the Yen, when she draw with kind of pencil, and she has very good hand in her, and she has mastered the art of pencil drawing and blending, and her art is also colorful. Though Antra also do the coloring, but she is mastered in watercolor, and Lina is in like the acrylic. Though I have many group of friend who does another kind of artwork, like Aishu, she does the crafting with the paper, Tonja, Augustus, and Donna make the fluid and the resin art. Artist Resin also do the coloring and make the diamond painting, and she is also in the resin art. And though, as I said, I have got many artist friend who are expertise in their field, so if anybody name I have not taken, I am apologizing for that. And in this group I have got the young artist like Aishu, and the also the generational young artist like Donna, sorry Donna if you are hearing this, but and we kind of celebrated her 70th birthday, 70, but when you see her artwork, it's the energy of her which kept all of us motivated, and she does all kind of artwork like the resin art, sculpting, and many other. Now coming back to my drawing, as you can see, I am using the pink and the purple color for the body, and as you can see, I am just avoiding the pattern, because pattern I will do with the another color which is kind of dull, but it makes the drawing better, which is brown. And as you can see, though it is not looking good, but when I will blend it with the tissue paper, and it will come out nicely. And as after the whole process I am recording, I hope that my voice will go throughout the video and not lag, as I'm finding from some of my video my voice is not up to that much perfect, but and it is not picking up. So I am now using the all to make up the and those who are watching till the half portion, very much thank you to all. Now I will show the whole process, as I don't want anybody to be in the guesswork. So I have done it and I enjoy it so much, the whole process, that as you can see I am only using the light pink and the purple color which is given in the set of oil pastel, and the oil pastel is Q6 QLX sorry, and it is the oil pastel. I purchased it from the local art store, and it says better than oil paint, and it's also the good thing to test upon this paper, as it is the medium surface paper, so it can hold the oil pastel very easily. And as you can see I am making, and I am now doing the tail part, and now I am again coming to the upper section, and this you can see the next section. I am making it with purple, and as you can see this is the raw form, and I am using again the brown color, not the first time brown color in the pattern, as the pattern I want to show it some of the kind of skin color and some color, and I am using the oil pastel. Before that I sharp the oil pastel with the kind of nail filer, and so it's to give the shape of kind of pencil, but again by using it becomes the round. So now I am using the tissue paper, and it's very small, and I am using it in a small quantity, and I am rubbing it where the body is and only the pink, and when it will be over I will be rubbing it to the purple part. And as you can see I am just rubbing it, and I have not used the double-sided tape, and this was kind of my mistake, but I have corrected it also with the help of the clay eraser, or you can say the kneaded eraser, and it was also the fun with doing it. And as you can see, as I am blending, some of the color go through the outline, and it's kind of make the paper, and I am not using any kind of paper or extra paper or gloves, and this I had to regret, though I was cautious about it. But when I was rubbing, I was so engrossed and engaged that some of the tiniest detail I forgot, but though it look good, and it is looking kind of better. And see, as I am rubbing it, the brown overshadowed the pink and the purple color, and see how I fixed that later. And as you can see, I am now bringing it to the upper face and rubbing it, and I am constantly taking the small bits of paper, and I am using the kind of fresh one for every color. And when I have to mix, I will mix with the fresh one only, so that the color don't overshadow or overpower each other, but they mix nicely to show the color or the blend of the color. And as the see, and it's very difficult when you not stick the paper with the double-sided tape or figure. Now I'm using this kneaded eraser. This yellow color is the kneaded eraser, and it acts as an plastic, or you can say the bubble gum, and it picks the color or anything very easily, and it can stretch. See, I'm showing that how it is stretching, and I'm using the portion of it as I have seen, and it's picked the color. And see how it is only the portion of that stretch one. And as you can see, I'm rubbing in the corner to making it look good, and as I am rubbing it, it picks up the color, but leaves the dust, and it is the main problem with this kind of kneaded eraser. But you can stretch and use it as new as many times, and I have used it. And see how I am using at the border area, and I am very careful with that, so that I don't rub anything inside the body. And you can see how the pattern has come out. And if you like, then do share my video to the friends. And as you can see, I am rubbing it, and whenever now I feel that I have rubbed too much of, and it has blended too much, so I am again just kind of doing the outline. And now I will use again the pink color to make the highlight which has gone. And as you can see, I am still playing with that rubber and the kneaded eraser. And I hope you will be getting. And see, I am using again the pink color as in the mouth, as I have left that area. And the best way to use that, if I had used the cotton bud or the earbud, but I have used only the paper towel or the tissue for the blending purposes. And as I have not tipped, it's giving much of the vibration. And as you can see that I have given. Now I will again do it with some of the brown the white color to give the highlight, and as I am erasing the little part, and so as you can see I'm kind of, and sometimes this silence also is good, so I am thinking and doing the rubbing part, and it is as good as the drawing part, because all the part in the illustration are important. And though I am very new to this oil pastel thing, but I have done it so many times that I kind of become somewhat beginner to intermediate, and I have seen how people use the kneaded eraser for their pattern, and I was also trying to give some of the pattern, and as you can see I am doing it with the outline, and this makes my paper kind of black tint to it as the pencil was spreading, though I had made the outline totally with the gel pen, but now I am giving some of the highlight with the purple color gel pen and making it kind of aura around it, and then I will also give the highlight with the white oil pastel, and it will make look good. And see how I am just tracing my own outline freehand, and this was kind of fun. And I was thinking of using the neon color to make it the Christmas illustration look more brighter, but I have the only gel pen and it was looking kind of good, but when I will use the white highlight you will see what I meant. And now I am realizing while recording that as we see on the paper and as it see through the camera, the recording has not come so much fine, but see how I am using the again to make it blend. And now I will at last use the white color to give the highlight and make it look
light color of white,
more pop up.
white light.
And see I am using just the little bit amount of white color
area of things.
around the edges and the patches so that it will look good, and white makes the color more bright and pop up. And now we are at the end of the video, and those who have watched till here, I thanks from the bottom of my heart that you gave so much time and attention. And I will bring this kind of videos, some will be shorter, other will be lengthier, but I will give the detailed information about my process, so the young artists who are willing to draw can watch my whole video and learn. And if you are thinking that this is too slow, then you can watch at 1.5 or 2x. And those who are learning, if they think that this is too much fast, then they can go up to setting and reduce the speed up to 0.75 or 0.25 or 0.5, whatever they feel like, because when they will observe and see and trace, they will learn. And about tracing, this is also the part of learning. It's not good or bad. When we are young, we copy everything to learn. Thank you.